tell you, Miss Jenkins, you made a big hit with that Wonder Woman movie, Dash. Big hit, I says.
Well, I just tried making the best movie I could.
I'm sending you a blank check and my permission to do whatever you want on the sequels. Big hit, I says.
Why, thank you so much.
Well, you got it. The moxie, the poxy, the big gibberish. Woidsy woids. Now get out there and make the best Wonder Woman sequels you can.
I will, sir.
Yeah, gobble, gobble.
Hello, Patty.
Spike Lee?
I see they gave you the Gremlins 2 clause.
Gremlins 2 clause?
The clause that states you can do whatever you want with no studio interference.
James Cameron, what is all this?
Isn't it obvious? We're inviting you into the Justice League of Directors.
Do you call it that because you always stand for justice?
No, because it's just us crazy directors.
I'm not following.
Patty, have you ever wondered what would happen if everyone said yes? If no one disagreed with you?
But isn't compromise and workarounds what makes great art?
To hell with compromise. I've never compromised a day in my life, and sometimes that results in good films.
When Batman was a big hit, they allowed me to do whatever I wanted in the sequel, and everybody really saw it.
I've been unleashed so long that I turned a 90s PSA into science fan fiction.
Really?
And people are still reminding themselves to talk about it.
I basically made Phantom Menace 3 times, and no one stopped any of them.
Amazing. So what you're telling me is...
Go crazy, Patty.
Loco.
Bonkers.
Bananas.
Whatever odd thought you have, use it.
When a voice in your head is saying, that's a bad idea, silence it.
You're an artist, Patty, and part of being an artist is getting drunk on your own weirdness.
Why waste this grand opportunity by doing something normal?
Well, maybe Wonder Woman can turn things invisible out of nowhere.
That's it.
And the whole world gets wishes, yet they give them up in seconds.
Now you're talking.
And a man's body is possessed and used like a sex doll.
Shit.
I'll do it! This might be my only time to go completely insane, so by God, I'm gonna go completely insane.
That's the ticket.
What's that?
Oh, we've got to take this.
Hey guys, I wanted to talk more about my Snyder Cut.
Oh, we can barely hear you?
Yeah, bad connection on our end.
It's like glitching.
No, okay, I'll try again another time.
Man, that dude is poison.
He's never going to be popular again.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy, remember it so you don't have to. On Christmas 2020, we were introduced to one of the most anticipated sequels of the year, Wonder Woman 1984. The follow-up to the critical and box office smash hit, Wonder Woman. People who hated it really hated it, and people who liked it, liked it. This is one of those movies you're either gonna get into or you're not. It's far different from its more grounded and serious predecessor. In fact, tone-wise, this is more what I thought a movie about an Amazon with a golden lasso from a magic island would probably be like. It's goofy, ridiculous, makes little sense, and God help me, I kinda love it for that. I can't help it, I'm fascinated by movies that never said no to anything. And even with it being a mess, there are a handful of things that really do work in it. Now the question is, why would you only want a handful of things that work when more than the majority of things worked in the last one? Because Christ, it's so entertaining. When I first saw it, I remember being bored at some parts, but watching it again under the mindset of just give in to the madness, it's actually quite fun. The constant questions of ethics and logic originally damaged the film for me, but now, those exact same unanswered questions make me enjoy it on an entirely different level. Does that make it good or bad? It's something else entirely, and we're gonna look at it here today. So get ready for a lot of questions with no answers. This is the Orwellian Wonder Woman 1984. Oh, there's that VCR type font. We're definitely ready for an 80s style island of fantasy, okay. Yeah, unless these two are on there, that doesn't really match. We see young Diana taking part in the games of Thermos Still Not Gonna Say It Right, which is kind of like American Gladiators meets Discovery Zone. A lot of people thought this went on too long, but I think because the effects are much better than the last film and the stunts are really good, I don't know, I like seeing what this island considers a difficult challenge.
And here's Sylvia Braun and Joni Edwards. Sylvia's a psychic and crossing guard. Oh, and she's not even close!
Yeah, for this psychic crossing guard, there should have been a sign.
Right you are, Kemp.
Things go wrong though when Diana falls off her horse and doesn't hit her signal. She finds a shortcut, almost winning, but is disqualified because she didn't follow the rules. Hooray! You beat a little girl on a technicality! Still feels like a loss.
No true hero is born from lies.
Every rom-com ever made strongly disagrees with you. You're not a real ad executive? I'll still marry you. Real relationship problems.
Look to the Golden Warrior. She did not become a legend out of haste. She did it through true acts.
Well, if she's a legend, does that imply some lying was involved? Legend, hello?
You'll become all that you dream of and more. And the courage to face the truth.
Indeed, all you need is courage to face the truth. 50 years later, where she asks countless people to lie about seeing her, as she also continues to lie about her secret identity.
Are you alright?
Well, I for one am glad that we finally got to see what Sam Raimi had in mind for Spider-Man 4, but wasn't this a Wonder Woman movie? I'll give the film this. It makes it very clear early on what you're in for. That gritty, aggressive world awaiting a hero to walk on a battlefield giving you chills with her bravery is nowhere to be found here. Now everyone's a cartoon. An awkward cartoon. I feel like this bumper goes too well with that.
You're watching Disney Channel.
I'm sorry, okay? His idea.
Remember when she sliced a guy's head off in the Snyder Cut? That's a lot of dead.
Who exactly even stopped this crime? A mysterious female savior. More than a half dozen similar sightings.
I'm Jimmy Click, and tell me I don't belong in this movie.
Yeah, to put it bluntly, if you're not on board with anything you've seen in this first 10 minutes... Get out! Get out of there! Because they got it by the buttloads, man. Oh, and I hope you enjoyed that scene of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman saving the day, because we literally don't see that for another hour. Yes, she doesn't put on that outfit or fight crime for the equivalent of 3 Young Sheldon episodes. CN1 church service! But fear not, we have other walking animated cliches to entertain you.
Animal print.
Like Electro Nigma Kyle, played by Kristen Wiig. She's every over-the-top nerd about to turn villain. She even has the papers fall out of her briefcase.
I know, walk much?
Sorry, I was written in a hurry. Most of her performance is Kristen Wiig's usual stumbling, stuttering shtick, and again, you're either a fan of it or you're not. I personally think it's fine.
Sorry, it's his heels, you know, stupid. I don't know why I was gonna wear heels. Scientists don't wear heels.
I did think she was kind of a weird choice to play a supervillain, but she does go from clumsy to competent to bitter to vengeful surprisingly smoothly. A shame she'll look like a drenched coloring book for the film Cats, but we'll get to that in a bit. She works with Diana, restoring ancient artifacts, and are they making Dr. Octopus back there? What is that thing?
What is it?
I think the technical term here is extremely lame.
That is the literal Rotten Tomato score. They didn't even bother with a % on this one.
Place upon the object held but one great wish.
They come across an artifact known as the Wishing Stone that grants one wish when you hold it, even though most people aren't aware when they do.
Thanks for talking to me.
You know, we could go and grab early dinner.
Really?
I know another Wonder Woman movie that starts very similar to this.
Wow, you're so funny.
That was totally a real conversation we just had.
You're so personable, so free.
You envy me? That doesn't make any sense. Oh my gosh.
So even though everyone is delightfully off in this movie, there is something almost kind of school play about it, and I mean that in the best way. Everyone acts like, wow, I'm in a movie. That's so cool.
Oh, Barbara.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Hey, do you know I'm at the White House now?
Yeah, that's right.
I can't explain it. There's something awkwardly innocent about it. Like, even though no one acts like a real person in this, they're so passionate about however they're acting.
Life is good, but it can be better.
Like Pedro Pascal as Maxwell Lord. The dude acts like a wax model who just realized he was magically brought to life.
All you need is to want it.
It looks like he's after the Wish Stone, as it looks like his oil business is crumbling. You can tell this by the clever visual storytelling of the higher up he goes, the less he has. A concept that will follow him throughout the majority of the film. Even his son notices how much he seems to be constantly losing.
Where's the pool, Daddy?
It's not done yet, buddy. Rome wasn't built in a day, was it? No.
No, but it was sacked in a day.
Con man. I am not a con man!
The FTC gets an anonymous report. Loser.
Sounds like you're doing great, Dad.
Meanwhile, Electro-Enigma Kyle wishes she was more like Diana, and is now being admired by everybody, but still can't walk in heels.
I'm just not so great with heels.
A little bit of trouble walking in those heels.
I still don't get it. Meanwhile, Diana is late for a perfume commercial and realizes her wish came true of wishing her old flame Steve Trevor, played by Chris Pine. Mostly, we'll get to that. Back to life.
Diana, look at you. It's like not one day has passed.
It looks like he's returned, but he's in the body of another person. And this truly is an 80s movie because they do whatever the hell they want with this character's body and nobody gives a shit.
No, I like him.
He's great, but all I see is you.
I think most people have talked about how disturbing it is that this random guy is used as a husk for Chris Pine's soul without his knowledge or permission. But what I truly love most about it, there is absolutely no reason to have it in the script. Steve Trevor could be wished back to life, not possessing anybody, and the story could go exactly as written. There is no reason for this unconscious soul to be treated like a human blow-up doll. With how all over each other these two are, can you imagine him waking up after not being possessed anymore?
Why is my dick sore?
While that's going on, Max finds the Wish Stone, and unlike other films where the wishes made are usually pretty dumb, he legit has a good wish to make.
I wish to be you, the dream stone itself.
That's right, so whenever somebody touches him and wishes for something, it comes true. But something of theirs is always taken away, and he has control of what's being taken.
Of course I wish that too. Then your wish is granted. And in return, I'll take all of your shares and full control of Black Gold.
It's kind of like a constant Ponzi scheme. I'm not even sure he has any idea of how far he needs to go. I think he's just so used to getting more and more that in his mind, it constantly needs to keep piling up. As an evil plan, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but as a compulsion, it makes too much sense. But enough about that. Clothes montage! We have fun here.
Who would wear this? Parachute pants?
Yeah,
Does everybody parachute?
Movie, you are much funnier when you're trying not to be funny. I guess you could say this fish out of water stuff is also an 80s film callback, but wasn't this guy a soldier? Would he really be this dumb reacting to everything? Some of it I buy, going to space, I get. 80s hairstyles, I get. It's a fucking trash can! But they're suddenly like, oh yeah, superhero stuff, and discover the Wish Stone is missing. Fearing Max Lord is behind this, they follow him to Cairo, knowing he'll use his power for more evil. How are they gonna get there? Thank God the Smithsonian keeps their planes fueled with no security.
Do you want to choose?
This one.
Engine. Here goes nothing.
What is this, like The Simpsons with idiot-proof Air Force? I feel like it'd be harder for a World War I pilot to fly these.
Radar. I can't explain now, but they'll see us anywhere.
Well, shit, Diana.
Now, of course, Wonder Woman's famous invisible jet has to be in this. So what, do they find a top-secret plane that can cloak, or does she summon one of the gods to lend their powers or something? Nope. She's just been practicing off-camera to turn shit invisible. Kind of a hobby. She did it on a coffee cup.
It was just a coffee cup. And I lost it.
Now, I haven't read that many Wonder Woman comics, and movie, you are not helping me with that. I don't know if Wonder Woman ever had these powers, but the way this movie is presenting it, I don't think they know either. It's like Mr. Incredible suddenly being like,
that's right, I forgot, my ass explodes.
It does make for a nice moment when they fly through a sky full of fireworks. Wanna bang? Hell yeah.
Why is there a jet knob up my ass?
Electro Enigma Kyle takes a trip down Scumbag Lane.
Hey, babe. Ooh, you're pretty. Hey, slow down, sexy.
Disappointed I couldn't think of a joke of Cheetah getting catcalled, where she comes across a drunk who literally attacked her a few nights earlier. Still in a suit. And still drunk. How is it I really do and don't want to know this guy's story?
Where were we?
She does that to everyone that brings up Ghostbusters 2016. Meanwhile, in Cairo, Diana and Steve spot Maxwell Lord, now armed with more security, and try to stop him. What's that noise? Oh yeah, the Wonder Woman theme! This is a Wonder Woman movie! Yeah, in this 2.5 hour long movie, this whole trip to Cairo honestly could have been cut and he wouldn't miss that much, but screw it, it's the first time in an hour we see her Wonder Woman shit up, and the action is still pretty damn sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, the most realistic reaction in the movie.
You're putting yourself and everyone else in grave danger.
Who wouldn't give that face seeing this drop in front of them? He's like, am I on a game show? Does Cairo do game shows? Yeah, if I was a kid, I wouldn't know his cars, trucks, and a friggin' tank on the road either. She saves the kids, allowing the villain to get away, so she calls Cruella de Vil to meet up with all the info she has on the Wish Stone.
You destroyed our people in a matter of months.
Jerry Lawler, I knew it. This whole Wish Stone thing is a Kaufman prank! It looks like tons of civilizations have been wiped out by this stone, and the only way to stop it is if people renounce their wishes.
I'm not gonna be a part of that. No, there has to be a better way. No.
I was terrible at single white femaling people. This is the closest I've gotten. You're like the 5th Diana I've gone through. Max Lord continues to trick people into making wishes, causing him to lose his mind. The Skull's acting here is really a lot of fun and legit uncomfortable at the same time. You can tell he's throwing every single part of himself into this performance.
I need to find a way to touch a lot of people at the same time.
Now that's something a powerful rich dude would ask for. This movie doesn't have enough going on. Let's give her battle armor a story too.
Her name was Asteria. She was our greatest warrior. My people gave up all of their armor to make her one suit strong enough to take on the whole world.
And if I can say, looks pretty damn good for almost being 70. Max Lord eventually meets with President Martin Reagan Sheen and tricks him into handing over his power and authority. He's also interested in their new satellite system that can broadcast to every TV in the world.
Uses particle beam technology just like the Star Wars program.
And like Star Wars, it'll find new ways to disappoint and let us down.
Fiddles with any technology it touches. The particles you are sending are touching.
Okay, I'm not a Wish Stone scientist, but I think even the gods of bullshit magic that conjured this whole thing up would be like, no, that's not at all how that works. If I see you, are my eyes touching your visual presence? This isn't a Clinton interview, touching is touching! Wonder Woman finds him though, and again tries to stop him. Her powers continue to get weaker though because of her wish.
No, Steve, you can't use that. It's not their fault.
We could have seen Chris Pine fence against guns in the only movie that will ever be a possibility. I never thought I'd say this, Wonder Woman 1984, but I'm deducting weird points from you. Why are there bruises all over my body? What happened to me this week? I think everyone's pointed out that Trevor had a chance to wish this all away when he grabs Lord and cuffs him. Lord even suggests it.
What do you wish for? Do you want to be a real boy?
Wait, what? I guess you could argue something would be taken away from him, but the only other alternative is kill the guy or have the whole world renounce their wish. And what are the chances of that oh, that's right, this movie's goddamn insane. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to think logically. Electro Enigma Kyle stops them though in the fears that her wish will be taken away. Again, these fight sequences, pretty damn cool. Well, somebody's wrist was ripped off in that push.
You've always had everything, while people like me have had nothing.
A job in a field I like, good paychecks, a great education. People like me actually got a lot. But you're purdy!
Get used to it.
Hey, look at that. She can walk in heels now. The world starts going to shit because of all the wishes made, and you sure this isn't Wonder Woman 2020? Huh, someone using a space blanket to protect themselves. This is definitely 2020. They realize to get her powers back, she has to renounce her wish, giving up Steve, and worse yet, allowing that poor puppet of a human being to have his soul back. Lies, steals, and violates a person on countless levels. This truly is a superhero the 80s would have. But at least we get this weird ADR.
I'll always love you, Diana, no matter where I am.
That felt so added last minute, it's like Joss Whedon took over directing. Nah, there would have been more annoying dialogue if that was the case.
I'll always love you, Diana, no matter where I am.
Like brunch. Like, what is brunch?
Diana renounces her wish, runs really funny, are her feet even touching the ground? And gets all her powers back. Oh, and she apparently picked up flight. Why does she even need the Justice League? She'll have all their powers in the matter of a week! She lassos onto lightning, which I have no idea how that works, but Christ, it's cool. And Max Lord offers Electro-Enigma Kyle another wish for helping him out.
I want to be #1, an apex predator.
Really? That's how we're doing this? I mean, it's no I pretend to rub a magic 8-ball and shit disappears, but it's still pretty friggin' weak. Even when Diana approaches dressed like a golden chicken, Cheetah's big reveal is not even laughable. That's how bad it is. I can't even laugh at it. I don't know this character's backstory. I know she started out in a cat costume, which, yeah, real original, but look at these other designs. You could really have fun and go crazy with this. This looks like someone left Chitara in soggy milk for too long. For a movie with so many great looking and colorful effects, this bites. In all the wrong ways!
Barbara, what did you do?
Must hold back giggles. No, my wings! I won't be able to fly! Wait, can I still do that or not? You know, for armor that apparently defended the world, it's kind of like ripping a Diet Coke can. I don't know if they're battling or recycling.
Please, renounce your wish! Never! Then I'm so sorry.
I must kinda kill you! She electrocutes the apex predator. Diana feels fine, by the way. And she tries to stop Max Lord from telling the world to make any wish they want, swinging it into chaos.
Whatever you want, you can have anything you dream. Have it.
It's all yours for the takings!
Isn't it exactly like I'm touching all of you? Technology, right?
This world was a beautiful place, just as it was. And you cannot have it all.
Wonder Woman makes a plea to all the world to renounce their wishes. And, naturally, every single person decides to do so.
Renounce my wish.
I know you're thinking, that's the stupidest goddamn thing I ever heard, but you didn't see the video she played to unite everyone together.
Imagine there's no heaven, and the world will be as one.
Admit it, I held off a lot longer to make that joke than you would have expected. We got 10 minutes left. Why not dive into the villain's backstory now?
But what is it costing you? Do you see the truth?
Drat! I've been foiled by the power of love! I'm actually not far off. Max renounces his wish so he can go save his son, and everybody, even Cheetah, takes back their wishes because of Wonder Woman's poetic words. Though we may be different, I guess some words truly do win everyone over. Like, don't make a wish or we'll all friggin' die. I feel like that would have gotten to the point a little faster. Max apologizes to his son for all the mistakes he's made.
One day I'll be able to make you proud enough that you'll be able to forgive me.
I don't need you to make me proud.
Why start now?
Aw, that's worth never going to jail for. Yeah, we never do see what happens to him after this. I'll just assume he lived a long life as a fighter. But the rest of the world goes back to normal. Hey, can you help a sore, confused, bruised man with a plane part shoved up his ass?
Wonderful, so many things.
You know what you mean.
Yeah, this is not a sweet moment. You being John Malkovich him for days and no amount of medicine will ever make him better.
I like your outfit.
Thanks.
Well, now I'm off to see my therapist. Plural, they got a team working on me. She smiles like they're in a Macy's commercial, and even Asteria gets a shout out at the end.
I've been doing this a long time.
Oh my god, I can't believe they got the original Supergirl! And that was Wonder Woman 1984. It's crazy as hell, but it's one of a kind. It does have good action, good effects, and even good ideas. They're just not given enough time to breathe, so they cram them all together. I feel like if they split the villains into 2 separate movies, like one for Max Lord and one for Cheetah, it would have had more focus, and maybe we would have something more on par with the first one. As is, it shoves in every thought, tone, and style into one huge mess. But if you constantly ask yourself why it does everything it does, it kind of becomes fun in a different way. I wish we could have gotten a more serious and legit follow-up to the first film, but I can't act like I don't have a blast at how over-the-top and ridiculous it is. There is a lot of good stuff in it, and there's also a lot of dumb stuff in it, and half the time, they're both the same. I can't act like I don't understand people who are pissed after seeing such a powerful first film and what feels like a live-action Saturday morning cartoon for the second one, but I'll admit, the more I think about how silly it is, the more it does make me smile. I know this is an odd review as it sounds like I'm saying it's both good and bad, and yeah, I guess that is what I'm saying. I guess it just brought me too much joy to dismiss. And while I understand it's not what everyone is looking for, I know it certainly wasn't what I was looking for, I still found myself entertained in some of the strangest ways I've ever been entertained. I'm a nostalgia critic guy, remember, so you don't have to.
I need to find a way to touch a lot of people at the same time.